Tone vai say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novokratze, we have our Novokratze's bullish.
Oh, where is...
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Tone I say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novokratze,
Oh, come on.
we have
Open up. Let's see what happens. I got some time. Stream's not really supposed to start till 4. So I'm kind of just getting my stuff together. Seeing who might gather up.
I say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novokratze, we have
Come on.
Let us go to Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Tone I say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novokratze, we have our
Alright. Anybody want to pick a color? Oh. What color should we start with? They're so pretty.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Tone I say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novokratze, we have our Novokratze's bullish.
Hello. Welcome to the group. Sorry about that. I'm literally just learning all about the streaming stuff. So I'm a little frazzled from that.
I say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novokratze, we have Let us go to Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Tone I say we going down to 1K,
I'm down to check it out.
Mr. Novokratze, we have our
Let's get rid of you now. I'm like, okay, that's been going. Not you. That one. Alrighty. Let's check this. Deflationary. Oh, why did I read that as deflationary? Do you mean deflationary? I just turned it off. Sorry about that. Let's just DYNT project. Okay, let's see. I found something. What does this say? Oh, haha. I'm drawing on myself. Wait. I feel like this can't be right. It also would help if I actually learned how to type correctly. Oh my god. Alright. DYNMT. So let's see. I've actually not heard about them. Like, I think I've heard about the name once or twice, but I kind of have no idea what they are. Described itself as community based. I remember hearing about this a while back. My internet's really sucking right now. Jesus. Nothing's going right for me today. Yeah, it's the whole concept seems a little strange to me, to be honest. Why don't I go over to TradingView? Because to be honest, I do most of my stuff with technical analysis. I look at the charts and for cereal though. My computer hates me today. I just want you to do what I want you to do. So it's not even on TradingView, to be honest. I'll go to the website. I'll check it out. Alright. Is it literally just... Okay. I hate my phone. Why not? Like, I'm down. Ooh. Okie doke. Huh. I'll give him that much so far. Alrighty. With 2% explosion per transfer, dynamite is the best explosive cryptocurrency ever. Oh. Wussy. I know. I'm very skeptical starting out on everything. I'm sorry. Dynamite is a community-based experimental project which was prepared for completion. We read that already. Let's just go to the white paper. Hello, peoples. How you doing? Bloop, bloop, bloop. I really want my computer to just work for me, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be an option right now. Oh, there we are. Alright. Dynamite! token. What is he, like a little frog, or is he a stick of dynamite himself? Alright, Jeff for Open Community Review and subject to change. Important notice. No information in this technical document constitutes legal, financial, commercial, tax, or any other advice. Hey! With that mentioned, I'm not a financial expert, so just, take that with a grain of salt. I'm just here trying to make it one day at a time. Following information. Okay, we're gonna go past all that. Why is it like so there? Doop-a-doo-doo. What is Ethereum token? ERC20 is a protocol standard that defines certain rules and standards for issuing tokens on Ethereum's network. I'm pretty sure most of us already know about ERC20. Ew, I just heard my phone, and it had my voice on it. Hi, CryptoJack. How you doing? What is Dynamite Token? It's an open source community-based focused social experiment. Alright, so it's a social experiment. Participation in this experiment does not provide an offer of ordinary shares of any asset, and token holders are not entitled to or promised any dividend, financial reward. The tokens are not designed to create securities under any jurisdiction. The world's first future Dynamite token is that of a 2% token is burned forever for every transfer. The Dynamite token project is intended as an academic study. All data that is experiment from this experiment will be presented to the public via reports. So basically what they're trying to do is conduct an experiment with currency. I mean, already, I'll say that, hi Lowcoin Mans, already I'll say that anything that goes onto the verge of being, what's the word, experimental, I think there's always a chance that it can make you some money. I don't think it's going to be the safest or most secure way of doing it, but if you're at a point where you're young enough like me, to where you can just throw a bunch of money into a bunch of different things that you feel like are going to be a smart investment, I definitely say go for it. But we're going to keep going on just because, what else am I doing? What is our goal? Alright, so the goal of Dynamite Token. Dynamite Token? Yeah. To keep an active project supported by the public and whose results reports can lead to an academic studies in this field. To cooperate with academic staff in this context. To get the best results from our community and continue to connect our experience to a larger project. So I will say the one thing that I'm picking up on this is that it's a very educational type system that they're trying to run. Whatever it is, they're trying to learn from it. So whoever created Dynamite Token, I almost want to know if he has a phase 2 to this that he hasn't talked about yet. Or maybe has just talked to his team about. Okay, key information. The name is Dynamite. The symbol is DYNMT. The decimal 2. There is 900,000 Dynamite token in supply. The burn rate is 2% on every transaction. So let's just, I'm curious because my brain is not good at quick math. And this is why I have an iPhone. What is 2% of 900,000? So just with the first transaction alone, they burned 18,000 of their tokens. Something about this just doesn't feel right though when I read this. Like, the words seem right, but the information doesn't, if that makes sense. Since Dynamite Token was set out as a social project for the benefit of the public with no profit, activities such as an IEO were not carried out. The other purpose of our project is to prevent investors from harm. It is well known that people have suffered great financial losses due to ICOs. Yeah. True, but also scary. I don't know. I usually like to trust founders, or not founders, tokens that started with an ICO or an IEO, because I don't know, it just seems like they have a little bit more of a backing to them. I know I'm kind of skipping around and skimming stuff. Sorry about that. But also I think my brain just works weird. I don't know. Just trying to burn some time. They're unable to guarantee participants are able to make a profit in the IEO process. Wait, didn't they just say they don't have an? Okay. As we're unable to guarantee the participants are able to make a profit in an IEO process, we have avoided activities such as ICOs and IEOs to raise funds and instead launched airdrops to educate new members about Dynamite Token. But why couldn't you do that with them? Okay, I kind of want to click on this. Let's see their 2020 roadmap. December 2019, start of Project D, DYNMT integrated platform. January 2020, holder airdrop campaign. February 2020, ask me anything. April 20th, or April 2020, quarterly social experiment report. Integration. I feel like I'm not. I want to see the history of this too now. Oh, my computer's. That's right. We did this a minute ago. To be honest, the way that I invest is very different from most people. I know it's much different from a lot of people that have real structure and form to their trading, in one way of saying it. However, I tend to be very sporadic. I look for things that I know that I can have faith in over long term, and also things that I just feel like can have a very strong impact on humanity. And if I feel like it's not going to have an impact on either the way that we act as a society or change the structure of our God. I don't know why I think I have ADHD. I think I've just... Yeah. Alright, I'm sorry. Next time, I promise, I'm gonna write my stuff down. Because this is a mess. But yeah. So right now, from everything that I can see on Dynamite, it seems like they started out with an educational basis, which is cool, but also it's probably not going to make much when it comes to money. I personally don't see any sort of deflationary, or I guess I don't really see a reason for a deflationary token, especially right now. Like, we're already just starting out with the age of cryptocurrency. Like, we've made leaps and bounds over the last 10 years. That's enough said right there. But there's so many people that literally just don't even know what Bitcoin is. Like, okay. One of my jobs, I was going to a coworker, and she just asked me one day. She was kind of like, "So what do you do in your spare time?" Like, we're kind of just, me and her are close, getting to know each other. I'm like, honestly, I eat, sleep. Actually, no. I smoke, sleep, and work. And in my free time, I invest. Probably more so investing than sleeping. But that's... losing my train of thought again. Oh yes, how people don't know anything about Bitcoin. I'm sorry. But also, thank you for sticking with me. Oh, I went to talk to my coworker, and I was like, well, honestly, I invest in things. And she's like, you invest? Like, with stocks? I'm like, kind of. I invest in cryptocurrency. So, like, I'm sure you've heard of Bitcoin. She's like, Bitcoin? But wait, isn't that the thing that, like, no one wants anymore? So people already think cryptocurrency is a thing of the past. Which amazed me when I found that out from some people. Where did I just dropped the thing? Let me see if I can fix the microphone for you now. If my computer... Like I said, guys, I'm sorry. I'm new to the whole streaming stuff. As you can tell, my background is very basic, too. I kind of wanted to throw some more stuff back there. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. Oh, dang! I mean, that's a pretty nice hodl stash right there. I mean... Oh. Oh, also, I just found out I can't plug my headphones into my laptop. Never even thought about it. It's not working for me. But still, Crypto Jack, I want to be better for y'all. I don't want to be this much of a mess. I know. Everything wants to fight me there. Manosh? No. We no do that. Alrighty. Noted. Next time I fix the mic. So yeah, as far as Dynamite goes, it sounds like you have a nice little stash there. I wish I could see the actual chart somewhere. Because to be honest, like I was kind of mentioning earlier, I do a lot more when I look at the charts. Christ almighty. And taking a look at Crypto Watch. And then maybe seeing what news we can find on CoinDesk. I honestly had like no game plan going into this. This was the least prepared I've been in a while. But I was like, start streaming. You could do this. It was like, don't be a lazy bum. I've been trying to start my channel back up for like a year and a half now. And yeah, I've had no motivation. But hey, quarantine's here. Alrighty. So basically, we're going to be focusing on this portion of the chart today. Mostly what I want to talk about is two main things. This big area we've been trapped in. Also, this triangle. Everyone was hoping that we might be able to break out to the upside. But unfortunately, it's not looking so hot. Mind you, I made this a bit tighter than most people. I've noticed a lot of people like to keep the wicks in their triangles, but I think wicks can be misleading. I think there's times where they can help us see where we might come back up to for a moment, but in the long run, I like to keep the wicks out. This blue rectangle down here, not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of myself. That was kind of the accumulation range that I threw myself in. So anytime it dipped below 7, I especially was just in the market for some Bitcoin. I personally don't have a huge stash. That's just me starting out, you know. But it's never too late to start. The best part about what I was thinking of today is we're almost back to where we started. Okay, that's... Maybe it's just June of 19. We've kind of just been in this bearish zone. We came down, we came back up, came back down, up, down, up, boop. We did all the fun stuff. Yeah. Give me just a minute and I'll find them. Because, like I was talking about earlier, I don't really know where they are. It was a new thing to me. It was requested. So I definitely was looking to take a look into it. But yeah, so right now I kind of think we're going to be trapped in this bearish category, column, if you will. I swear, I'm not as stupid as I sound, but there's something about talking to a camera. Almost everything I know wants to just hide in the back of my head. I know words. Anywho's. Short term, I'm calling for a bullish, or I mean not bullish, bearish trend. I think we're going to break back down, but once we hit around our halving, we're going to start to get more attention to it, kind of maybe hook up around here. Actually, looking at this, I kind of want to bring that down to here. Make sure that's tight. And what do y'all think about maybe having it bounce around in this triangle for a bit? So maybe after the halving, we're still going to go down. Maybe get some more capitulation going on, and then have a breakup. Yeah. I actually kind of think that might work. To be honest, I would personally throw my money into Tezos before this, but that's just me. I think that more mainstream things are going to be the way to go because I like to follow the money in a way. I guess you could say. There's places that you know money is going just repeatedly, even if it's just being moved around. And if I can follow that enough, then I think I'll do pretty good. I know there was one of these pages. It told me where you can. Oh, here it is. You can get Dynamite token on any of these guys right here. BitThumb, Hotbit. I actually don't know what that one is. Big One, BitZ, Balex, P2P, DDEX, Swift. Swift is probably the only one of these exchanges I've actually heard of, though, to be honest. Another reason I'm not feeling too hot about Dynamite. But I think that's enough talk about Dynamite for now. To be honest, I don't know enough about it to keep talking about it. CryptoJack, what is your Bitcoin all-time high predictions before the halving? Well, halving's not too far away. I have it right here, marked by our purple line. Actually, I think it's the 4th, not the 2nd. But I moved it up a little bit because I like to think Bitcoin's always a little bit ahead of the market because everything seems to always happen before I think it's going to happen. Anywho's, before the halving, I think 7-8 might be our highest. But as you can see, so I have these gray lines. They're all resistance that aren't in play right now. And then I have the red lines that are resistance that I think we can keep in play right now. So right down here by the 4-8 mark, we had a pretty good comeback up. And that's when we created this triangle pattern that everyone was hoping for a breakup in. But we started to break down. So honestly, I think within, let me grab this area right here that we're kind of coming back up in, I think is going to be the same as these areas that we've seen back here. So I think we're going to probably have another breakdown. I'm not quite sure how low I think we're going to go, though. Because the bullish part of me wants to say 6.8 is going to be the lowest we might hit again. The bearish part of me wants to say we might possibly go back down to this 5 area that we kind of consolidated in for a second before we wick back up. And yeah, I personally think 7.8, 7.9, that's going to be the zone that we might hit a high end before having. After having, though, this is kind of the part that I'm really hoping for. A part of me wants to see us dip really, really low before this halving and not come back up until after. Because if that happens, that gives us both the opportunity to soak up as much Bitcoin as we can and also have a huge uprising. That gives so many people the chance to get out of the US dollar or whatever financial. Oh my gosh. Whatever fiat you're in. Fiat, not financial. My brain is not working anymore. I need more water. That's the thing. I'm honestly scared to say 8K. Where the low was, like 6, 8, or what I thought the low was going to be. It was like 6,830. $6,830 something. But yeah. So I mean, the way I see it, we're either getting shaken out one last time right now before having, or there's going to be one big shakeout. Like I said, we're still trapped in this column, so we might even come all the way back down, test that 4,000 line. Honestly, short term, I'm not feeling super bullish. I hate to say it, but yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at with it. As far as I mean, see, because that's the thing that has me so caught up. Since, I guess, would that be last year or the year before? It was before this high. Oh, it was back here. That's right. We were in this bearish zone. I was kind of thinking to myself, with the rises that we've had and the spikes, a 30% gain for the year would be about where we should be, in my opinion. So, this might be where we're at for a minute. I think anything below 7 is going to be a good price. Within a month or two, you'll already be in the green, I think. But also, we're going to have a bit of rough waters for a minute. I mean, we do have the COVID going around. I wish I could say I hope, or that I think it's going to go away within the next month, but also, we haven't even hit peak. Like, my job has me currently laid off. I don't know when they're going to start bringing me back, to be honest. So I've already started to realize this might be the point where we start shifting into a new economy. I mean, it would make so much sense for us to take something like this and be able to spin it around into a positive. If you don't have an order in, you won't get in. Won't get in it. Will happen with one candle, probably a minute. I mean, that's a possibility, Joe Ray. That's honestly sort of how I think it's going to happen when we do start to take off. I feel like we're going to hit a point where we start going parabolic again. As soon as we get out of this, whatever this zone is that we're trapped in, that's the point where I think we're going to start to just... That's... That's just not much time. I feel like there's a very small chance we can possibly hit back up by 8-4 before, but also, I don't know. The more I look at the charts, the way my brain works, they're just always kind of changing. Exactly. When we booked down, it was fast. I was honestly very upset because... Exactly. I barely missed it. I was talking to a coworker at work the day after it happened. No, not the day after. I was talking to him that week, though, and he was like, so yeah, I finally did it. I was like, yeah, what'd you do? He's like, I bought Bitcoin. Only like $100, but you know. I was like, yeah, what was your price? He's like, I got in at like 3.8. I was like, you mother... I was pissed because, yeah, my current price for my Bitcoins at an average is like 6.8 right now, which isn't bad. I feel like that's a pretty good spot to be as far as all my Bitcoin averaging cost coming out to, but yeah. I think 5.8's a good level. Honestly, I think 5.8's a safe level for us to say that'll be a low. I'd be surprised if we honestly go back below it, but if we do, I think it'll be like when we went down to the 3,000 zone. It's going to be very quick, very fast, or what we might do is we might just bounce real quick off the $4,000 level. Boy. I'm sorry, my brain just... I'm everywhere. I was honestly thinking about doing a video on credit cards today before starting to talk about Bitcoin because I actually had stuff written down and planned out for credit cards because I was going to start talking about how important it is to take advantage of zero APR chances when you get that opportunity, but I don't know. With the way this stream has gone so far, I don't know if my brain will be alright to do it. Also, I need to not do things live, because if I don't do it live, I'll actually be able to put things together and make it look like I actually thought it through. But anyways, let's go ahead and switch over to news. Watch out the longs. Yeah, I agree. kind of like I was mentioning earlier today, I think right now a big part of this drop that we had is trying to shake out a bunch of potential loans. Because, I don't know, the way this. It's the way that we corrected back up from down here that sort of makes me think, alright, that was too low. So I don't think it was a natural dip. Too much of this was sold off. But then we're already dipping back down again. What the fanene? Let's go back down. Let's go like smaller. See, like this is that consolidation zone I'm in. I think this is gonna be a big portion of where Bitcoin gets bought up for people who are looking to buy it. Pizza Hut. Just got an email from Pizza Hut. Go. I kind of feel like this might be the zone that they're trying to keep it in. Maybe even widen it up a bit. But like 6 to 7, I think that's definitely the spot that it's the best spot to be right now. If you know what I mean. Because like, alright, with all the money that was getting sold off from COVID, we can already tell Bitcoin started to fix itself. I mean, right here, we went literally November 19th to I guess that's not fair. The pandemic really did. This is where it actually like slapped us in the face. Because that would have been like the first official announcement, and then this would have been the second one right here, because that's when we found out that we weren't going to reopen my job for another month, or at least as is. That's when we're going to revisit the plan. So honestly, I think that might be the factor that I'm missing out on. I think the way that Bitcoin pans out is going to depend a lot on COVID-19, because we could see each time groups of people found out that they weren't going to be returning to work, things started to get sold off. Whether they were whales trying to simulate job loss in the economy for Bitcoin, or because we had such a healthy uprising right there, we just started to so if COVID goes away, honestly, I think we might actually do alright. Before the halving, that is. We're going to be alright either way. If COVID decides to stick around for a couple more months, we're probably going to have a few more opportunities to buy more Bitcoin at low rates. What am I trying to think? I don't know. Alright, let's check it out. XRP Stellar too closely held to offer fund investors. Bitcoin price drops key level. It's 1% rally since crash. Okay, this is like That was an amazing opportunity. I'm so jealous of everybody that got to buy up at 3,000. I personally kick myself in the ass every day because I had chances to buy in at 25 cents, but yeah. That's life. Alrighty. So all markets have been showing strong surge in the past weeks, including Bitcoin cryptocurrencies. The prices of Bitcoin has seen a 100% surge in a matter of 3 weeks since the crash. However, is such a rally sustainable in the current economic environment, and what is needed for further continuation upwards? Ooh, I think that's actually right where I'm. Yeah, that's actually right where I have my little consolidation zone at. Anywho's, sorry, getting distracted. The price of Bitcoin loses 3-week-old trend line. The price of Bitcoin has been seeing a significant rally since the massive crash March 12th. As the price rallied almost 100%, however. God damn. You know what? Give me one moment. I'm gonna do a thing. I'll be right back. Okie doke. I'm sorry. We're refocused. We're in the zone. We're gonna Bitcoin. So the price of Bitcoin loses 3-week-old trend line. The price of Bitcoin has been seeing a significant rally since the massive crash of March 12th, as the price rallied almost 100%. However, the rally came to an end as the upward trend was lost 2 days ago. The 12-hour chart is showing a clear breakdown of the upwards trend line, indicating weakness and probable reversal around the corner. The price of Bitcoin couldn't reach the next resistance as the price rejected it at 7.4, while many traders were anticipating a rally towards the 7.6 to 7.8 level. Further, the 12-hour chart is showing the price of Bitcoin is holding onto the final level of support before a further heavy drop down is ready to occur. Oh my gosh, I think I'm dying, everyone. You hear that, Oliver? And you can only you. Oliver's the cat. Oh, how did I miss that? Well, I guess that's an easy one to miss. They are very small. So this is their chart. This is the resistance it hit. We bounce back down. See, that's the safe consolidation zone. That's the hopeful consolidation zone, in my opinion, and then that's where we're going to bounce back up to after having. That's all in my opinion, but that's basically the levels that I see. I need to not zoom in. I'm like, why can't I see it? The 12-hour chart is showing a clear... Oh, we just read that. Why don't you guys tell me this? The last support area for bulls is the 6.7 to 6.8 area. The first sign of weakness was losing the yearly and monthly level at 7.2. However, losing the 7.5 to 7.8 would trigger a further heavy drop down, trigger a heavy volume drop. The recent drop down didn't cause a high volume profile while losing the next support zone at 6.7 to 6.8 will likely provide a giant sell-off towards the support zone at 5.8 and confirmation of a further downwards trend. Yep, because if people see us actually start to sell off down to this 5.8 zone, or not the 5.8, like closer to the 6 zone, I think that's going to be when people start to panic again, thinking we're actually still in a bearish trend. And a lot of people just coming into Bitcoin, knowing about the halving, are going to think that Bitcoin's failing. So that's the panic sell. Then when they check back up on the asset later on, they'll realize that they were wrong after we rise back up. Okay, so weekly time frame needs to close above 100 week. And let's take a look at this. Zoom it all in. Oh. This way you can see. Bulls needs to clear. I don't like the way people type sometimes. It's a pet peeve. So bulls need to clear and break this level, and then 9,500 is on the table. Yeah. That's the level I was talking about earlier today. Support levels to watch, lower areas confluent with 300 MA. The weekly chart is the most crucial chart at this point. Closing the weekly candle above the red zone and preferably above the 6.9 would give bullish signals of contribution. The resistance level at 6.9 would be cleared, and what's more, the price of Bitcoin would reclaim the 100-week MA. Oh, sorry, guys. It's time we end this. I think it's time this ends today. I just can't. My brain doesn't want to do technical stuff at all. Thank you to all of you that actually stuck around and watched. Thank you for hitting like. If you want more Bitcoin related stuff, only a little more put together, smash that subscribe button, because next time I'll actually have everything planned out, and I won't be sporadically streaming. Thank you guys. Have a nice one. Awkward Turtle out.